Oh God, the main thing is not to kill anyone.
This is almost a Makarov pistol.
Actually, I used to sew, just so you know. Yes, I had my grandmother's sewing machine on the balcony, that cast iron foot-operated one, but you had to pump it, like this, back and forth, back and forth.
First of all, we make 100% of the parts ourselves here at the factory for all our equipment. This is plastic.
This is the hood?
Why didn't you offer me something like that?
This actuator is capable of lifting 600 kilograms.
Just a second. Now we
Measure.
the client's blood pressure. So I have a chair like this.
We can lower it and stand on this thing.
The record holder for raising and lowering the chair. What's going on here? Alyona?
Hi!
Alyon, you finally arrived in St. Petersburg. I've wanted to show you the factory for a while. Here we produce equipment for manicure and pedicure salons as well as for podologists, the specialists who work 8 to 10 hours a day then use our equipment.
Honestly, I'm really glad that we came here together, that you brought me to the production site, because, well, I ordered several sets for my school for podologists, and of course I'm a bit worried. I want to make sure that everything here is high quality and genuine.
Let's take a walk. I wanted to introduce you to the head of this factory, the director of the Raimi brand, Sergey Valerievich.
Hello, my name is Leon.
Nice to meet you. Sergey. I'm the director of Rimi. A chair starts with metal, so we came to the metal working shop.
So now you're going to show us everything and we'll find out how sturdy this chair can be, or how should I say, how heavy duty it is. There are clients who are, let's say, large. Your equipment can support about 120 to 150 kilograms.
Well, here we try to use the maximum thickness of metal right away, and it's almost twice as thick as the Chinese ones. Well, here the thickness of the metal is 2 millimeters. When we get a Chinese chair in for repair, the thickness of their tubing is 1.2 millimeters, almost twice as thin.
That's a big difference, yes.
That's why it breaks. It breaks at the seams. Usually they can't handle it.
Sergey Valerievich, does the chair's weight depend on this as well? How can a professional easily tell if the chair is made of quality metal?
Well, of course it's heavier, but it's also more reliable.
No, but professionals don't really carry or move the chair around. I mean, you set up the chair as stationary, and if anything, at least it won't roll away.
It's stable in terms of economy. Here, above all, we base everything on reliability.
Listen, it often happens that a chair can get loose or wobbly. And I can personally say that when a client weighs a lot, which is very common in podology, it can be very risky. And I'm even afraid to press that button to go up. I always think, what if it doesn't move? What if the metal bends? What if it can't handle it? So these are constant fears for both pedicure specialists and podologists in particular.
Yes, I'd also like to add something here. We are often approached by specialists. Sometimes even the frame gets bent. Well, I mean, with this metal, is it possible that the frame could get bent or something else could happen?
Well, first of all, we have various electronic safety systems in place, but that's in the next section. And here, everything depends on the thickness of the metal, reliable welding, and the quality of the specialists who know exactly how things should be done.
Sergey Valerievich, I know that almost all the chair components are produced here in Russia at this facility. Which workshop are we in right now? What are we doing here?
This is the workshop for producing plastic parts. Here we make plastic products for all our lines. We start with laser cutting. This is a large 80 kilowatt machine for producing vacuum-formed parts. First of all, we make 100% of the parts ourselves here at the factory for all our equipment. We design all the molds for this.
Sergey Valerievich, what are molds used for?
The molds are for the vacuum forming machine.
So am I right in understanding that liquid plastic is poured into these molds, or how does it work? No?
These are sheets of plastic that are placed in the machine. One of the molds is placed underneath. For example, here are the Sigma legs.
Oh, and it takes shape, right?
The plastic sheets get pulled in by vacuum, and a plastic part comes out. Here are the finished parts. Here they are, the Sigma legs.
Oh, can I touch it?
This is plastic.
This is the hood.
We make it in 2 colors.
Yeah, it's just, wow, super, yeah.
But first of all, it's purely decorative, just to make it look nice. Well,
it's also unbreakable. In use, anyway, when a client steps on it or drops something on the base, it won't crack.
Yes, yes, we didn't mention between the first workshop and this one that all the metal parts of the Sigma and Rihanna series chairs, all the metal is fully galvanized. That is, it's not paint that can chip off and rust when hit, it's zinc that gets absorbed into the metal, and the lifespan of the metal is, well, for our lifetime.
Well, it's like a galvanized bucket, right? Yes, so it won't be subject to rust, any kind of damage, corrosion, and so on.
In my opinion, we're the only ones doing this.
Really? Well, that's just amazing. And am I right in understanding that both the plastic parts and the metal parts can be easily treated with any disinfectants, for example?
Yes.
So I can wipe them with anything I want, anything I need. There are no restrictions. The plastic, for example, won't turn yellow. Sometimes that happens, it turns yellow. No, that worries me.
Plastic turns yellow from UV rays.
Really?
Yes. I mean, that's a slightly different topic, yeah.
No, but you should still tell us because the chairs...
The ones that clients buy in white, if you put them near a window or in sunlight, they will gradually turn yellow. That's why, as a rule, when a client asks, we offer light gray, our option, which doesn't turn yellow at all.
A safe bet, right? A safe bet.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's good advice since many believe it's plastic, but it's not, and it can turn out differently.
After sun exposure, the piece turns yellow.
The piece is white?
Yes. We make all the parts for all the chairs and other equipment right here, yes.
It fits into the context of the Russian agenda of localizing production in Russia. Sergey Valerievich, I know that you produce not only pedicure chairs, but also make cabinets, stools, basically everything for professionals, podiatrists, and specialists.
Well, here we don't just make equipment for podiatrists. There's a lot of other things too, but we make these cabinets completely here. We're back to metal. This is stainless steel, which we also make ourselves.
Listen, well, I see that here the OF cabinet is already present. By the way, it moves very smoothly. There's also a power strip with a master switch here, which is great. Just press one button to power everything off, so you don't have to unplug every device. It really speeds up the work, actually, because when you unplug everything in the evening and then have to turn it all back on in the morning, you might forget something. But here, it's just one button and no problems. By the way, I also wanted to show you here, there's a very convenient OV cabinet and it has a special system. The system is designed in such a way that you definitely won't get an electric shock. And by the way, that's important. It's about safety.
Plus, we immediately install a plastic insert here for the magnifying lamp.
Uh-huh.
So we also make them from plastic ourselves.
Oh, so they can actually withstand it, right? They can withstand it?
Yes, the magnifying lamp, of course. We also have a metal version, but we're moving away from it now because it's very expensive and we're trying to make a cheaper option. Plus, here on these handles and legs, wheels are attached. And there's also a tray for materials and a holder for the extraction unit, well, for the vacuum cleaner. Yes, the vacuum cleaner handle can always be attached. And here's the tray. Here it is, the tray.
Ah, here it is. Why didn't you offer me something like that? Well, it's really convenient. No.
This thing, it goes right in here.
Uh-huh. And you can put the device handle in there?
You can put it here or here. The rubber bands allow it.
Well, there you go.
And adjust the height.
And these wheels, do they move silently?
Yes, these ones, well, we don't have any returns at all. I mean, no one ever replaces the wheels.
Well, the cabinets I have now have some weird wheels. First, they squeak, and second, something always gets stuck in them. Well,
we have those sometimes too, but now we're working with Technocoles, so they've been supplying us with the same ones for 3 years and we don't want anything else. They say, we don't need anything better, just give us these.
Yesterday, Elena and I were just talking about wheels, like on roller skates, right?
Yeah, those are kind of rubbery. What are they?
These cabinets, well, not the most expensive ones. We put those kinds of wheels on them, but for this one, it's heavier, and those wheels just wouldn't look good on it at all. It's mainly for design with brakes here, and it's slightly taller overall.
And some kind of silicone ones, right?
Yeah, they exist. Yeah.
I'm talking about these ones.
Wheels like these are rarely seen at all, because for some reason, people usually put on the cheapest ones.
He says they won't look good, but I think they look great. No, he insists.
That on a big stand, they will look small.
Here's the caster on this cabinet. It's also very high quality. It's soft, actually.
Yes, everything is rubber coated, including that.
Here. And it's quite maneuverable.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you know what I told you about UEF, these cabinets. See, here's the glass. It's fixed and screwed in. Yeah, so you see the glass is enclosed in this, I don't know what to call it, a box, right? Basically, it's inserted into the furniture, and it's also fixed here. I just had it like this, the edge of the glass, and it was really just glued on. So when closing it again, without a soft close mechanism, it kept slamming and eventually came loose. Well,
We have cabinets like that too, but they have a stopper.
don't give away the secret.
No, I'll show you. Screws.
Here it's on self-tapping screws, like I said, but mine didn't have that.
Yeah.
This is
San, is there glass glued here? No glass? Here, we glue it.
so that it can be replaced.
What's this?
Makes sense.
That's why it's glued here. Plastic bushings and screws are in place just as they should be. Look, here we make all the parts for the chairs. Wooden ones. First, we don't use particle board. We make everything from plywood. If they're curved, we glue them. And then here everything is done on CNC machines. Here, every screw, every nut, they already go into their own hole. And, well, actually, during assembly, there are never any problems when it comes to fitting things together.
because everything is clearly marked.
Everything is already precisely drilled. Any screw, you don't have to fumble with it. It's all already done here. So this is where the processing happens. Here is already a plywood part. This is Sigma's leg. The cap is already inserted here. You can see the cup right away. There's a special niche for it. So this chair is a finished part, and it's the same for all the others. Here we clamp some curved parts. Here we have backrests for the chairs. All the markings are done here as well. Everything is ready. Armrests? Yes, then it gets sanded and finished. These are probably the albas. Well, yes, these are albas. Seats. There's a hole for air so that everything can escape.
And I have a question. Is it possible to, partially change something there, maybe update it somehow? Are there any? Yes.
It's different from many imported chairs from abroad, Chinese chairs, yes. So basically the chair is like a construction set that's assembled here. And for us, basically for production, it's not difficult at all to make the same part in your color. So you can basically, even if you change the design.
Well, yeah, listen, you can even change the color.
Change the equipment.
It's not that expensive. I mean, you just replace the soft parts and basically you have a new chair.
It's actually amazing because, well, first of all, offices really do get renovated at least once every 3 years. You have to refresh and change everything, but being able to just change the seat is great.
So you don't have to buy expensive equipment like steam presses for bending veneer for chairs like these. We organized it ourselves here using thin plywood on special molds. We glue the plywood, use PVA glue, press it, and end up bending the parts. They're reliable, but with a small enough radius and here it is.
In this kind of
We leave it for 1 day. Actually, you can take it off after 8 hours, the glue dries, but the next day it's a finished part. And then they process them, and that's it. Huh?
2 of these per day.
2 a day. That's what Maxim says.
First, I cut out these pieces of plywood, then I glue 3 of them together on these jigs, and I get these plywood pieces.
Can you show the thickness of a single plywood piece? You only showed the whole stack.
I can.
Yeah, so you make 3 at a time, and then what?
Then, actually, you can turn these on, but it'll be loud. He mills them out like this. Into these. That's it. I finished them up and they're ready. All that's left is to put in the threaded inserts. And that's it.
Here we paint those front panels that go on the cabinets for podologists. And here we have, processing, drying, and this is where the actual painting takes place.
That's where it actually happens.
Yeah. Just make sure with the camera, the main thing is that if it gets on it, it'll take a long time to clean it off later.
Alan, I see there's paint here, so you can make the cabinet in any color you want.
To match your hair color.
There are even some gradients here, yeah.
23.
The red-haired one is mine.
Yes, it doesn't matter anyway.
Well, listen, it's almost like my shelves with nail polishes, just the bottles are bigger. Yes.
Yes. Each front panel, after being painted, is also coated with polyurethane varnish, which can be cleaned with any products. It is also used for reception desks, meaning it's a wear-resistant material. So these front panels are very durable. Even if varnish or something else drips on them, it can be removed.
It will withstand solvent, right?
We're at the upholstery workshop now. Here they make the tops of the chairs, simply put. Hello?
In short, the soft part.
Yes.
And am I right in understanding that this, how should I say, piece of foam, it's made of small pieces, right? Yes.
These are recycled foam scraps. Some factories reprocess them for us, and we need very firm foam to create the shape, yes.
We use it. It has high density.
Right? Recycled foam together with high density foam. This pink foam that we use, 4065, lasts a very long time.
They're already sewing something into the leather, right?
Yes, here, yes, they're sewing it in. Well, they're just stuffing it. Well, this isn't a chair, it's a piece of a massage table, right? Well, here they're stapling the leather on. Plus, we have, can I try? Here comes the blank.
Am I doing it right?
Yes. Press it. Press it.
Look, don't mess up.
Well, everything's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, for me?
Yes.
Oh my God, just don't kill anyone.
This is basically a Makarov pistol.
Okay, I need to pull it tight.
Pull it tight, press hard, and shoot.
Like this.
Don't be afraid.
There won't be any recoil.
Yes, there won't be any recoil. That's all. Well, everything is in place there. Yes.
Okay, don't point it at anyone.
Yes.
Yes, you can't point it. I saw in a movie you can do it like this. Is that okay?
Here are the blanks for the chairs. So these are the headrest blanks for the cosmetology chairs.
Oh, this, I see. This is the footrest and exactly that very one. Well,
This is the rigid part, so it keeps its shape.
And this is the chair?
This is an Alba.
Alba.
Yes, Alba.
this is an Alba in the making.
There we have a machine for cutting material. Foam is cut, fabric is cut, and that's it. This is how the chair looks after it comes out of the machine. That is, it marks, cuts, and adds guide marks so everything can be sewn evenly. Plus the stitching lines are already marked. So after that, the seamstress sews everything. Yes, embossing can be applied, yes.
Major brands order branded products right away. No, well, that's really cool. Yes.
And that's it. And then upstairs we have seamstresses who sew everything together. Hello, ladies.
Hello, they follow these lines, right? Yes, we do it on purpose. Does it wash off?
These are the seams we get. Beautiful stitching, a real work of art.
Beautiful.
Here, by the way, is your chair. Yes, here are two colors, and these are already Rihanna's legs. Here they are.
This is still the middle part?
Yeah. And here are the covers. You probably...
Are the only one who saw your chair.
Yes, during the production process.
How it was created, yes?
Yes.
That's for sure. Look,
Such tiny little pieces.
it turns out are being sewn together.
This is a footrest.
And this has to be turned inside out?
They turn it inside out here afterwards.
Yeah, carefully, because it's really hard to put on. You need to heat it up so it fits well.
Can I make a separate line of stitching for you?
In pink. And press gently, smoothly.
Wow, it's like an old foot-powered sewing machine.
There. You can use a little clamp here.
Reverse, right?
Yes, now it will go backwards, like this. That's it. Let go. Forward. This is the assembly shop for all our products. Yes, here. Starting with the massage tables, which are already assembled and standing here. Yes, and there's the chair over there. Yes.
Let's go take a look at the chair.
Yes, plus I wanted to show you these galvanized parts.
Here they are, yes. It's completely covered on all sides. Yes, the whole thing entirely.
There are even special holes here where it drains out, so they're galvanized on the inside as well.
This is metal.
So it's blown through from the inside so that it... Yes.
Yeah, this metal will last for centuries. That's it. All right, here's the finished chair. That's it. It's all done.
By the way, oh, and this, well,
This is my little cover, so, well, everyone tries to protect it somehow. So this is a removable cover. It just unzips like this. Plus, now we have a new feature here in this chair. It's this lever right here. We used to buy Chinese, well, headrest mechanisms, and they used to break on us.
they broke very often for you. Yes.
And in the end, we achieved that. Now you can put 120 kilograms of pressure on this.
Uh-huh.
So you just turn this lever. Yes.
Yes, Sigil Valeric mechanically, it's kind of simpler.
He's a bit shy and doesn't say that they're making this mechanism here.
They're producing it themselves now.
So they quit using the Chinese ones.
Where do they make the headrest for us? From Lada Kalina. So we used to buy Lada Kalina ones, but they also break sometimes. So in the end, we made them ourselves.
By the way, about the weight you can put here, right on this heel rest, any weight really, any at all, it's true, that's actually a problem. For some reason, I don't understand. Clients always seem to push off. They somehow push against all of this. And that's exactly when all the problems happened.
So you ran some tests. How?
Well, we can do it now. We can lower it and stand on this thing.
For this, I can say thank you on behalf of all podiatrists.
They haven't replaced any for us yet. We've already,
That means you can move it here to the left and to the right. Yes, yes, yes. This is just, yeah. Yes, yes. Wow, this is just awesome.
well, that's it, yeah.
That's just, no.
Well, there's no way to break it off here anymore. We haven't had to replace ours even once.
Well, I have a chair like this.
No, yours is right there.
No, that's the old one.
Oh, the old one?
Here, there's a problem in this part.
Well,
It bursts, yes. What should I do?
Yes, look, if a person buys all the equipment from us, we are actually the link between the customer and the manufacturer. That means we take full responsibility since we sold it, and we provide all the technical support. If the client has any questions about operation or needs to replace a part, our managers are fully interested in helping with that. So you can just call us and say, guys, my chairs have cracked, even if the warranty has expired. By the way, these chairs have a 2-year warranty. Not many offer that. Why is the warranty 2 years? Because the manufacturer is confident in their chairs. After going through nearly all the stages together, we've seen they're truly well made. And even if something happens to your chair after the warranty period, scuffs, cracks, like on yours, you can always call and get it replaced. And the models hardly change. That is, they are designed and refined in such a way that you can easily replace them later.
you see the Alba column, right? And without any levers, this little motor lifts the whole thing up to 600 kilograms. So we say it's rated for 250 kilograms, but in reality, this actuator can lift 600 kilograms.
So there's no need to worry because I was honestly really scared. No, but 600, I think even 150 kilograms already seems scary. No.
Well, people like that don't exist, so no one really sets or pursues those weight limits. Because honestly, people who are able to walk probably don't even weigh 200 kilograms.
Yes, that's a very important feature because many chairs are made for up to 100 or 120 kilograms. And often people come to podiatrists overweight, and it's very important for the specialist to be confident in their chair that it will definitely lift the person.
Yes, you need to lift people like that because things can often get serious there.
The base of the Alba chair, the column, this is our third modification. What is its, let's say, uniqueness? It's that it has almost no play at all. So when it goes up, it doesn't wobble at all. So here, well, all the parts are ours. These fluoroplastic bushings, 1, 2, 3, 4 at the bottom, and the same bushings, 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top. So the whole column rises on 8 bushings. It doesn't rise very quickly, but in terms of reliability. You understand, right? In terms of reliability, it's absolutely fine. So at 8 points simultaneously, they're aligned like that.
I'd like to point out that this is the basic model of Alba chairs. And even in the base version, the construction is as reliable as possible. The specialist, when buying it, will feel completely comfortable. And also the Alba chair is a record holder when it comes to raising and lowering the chair. That is, the lowest point is a very important detail when specialists buy it, especially for the client. Yes.
Yes, yes, so that they can climb onto it comfortably for themselves.
Because many chairs have a problem, you need to use some kind of step or something else. Specialists, especially podologists, mostly see clients who are often elderly, yes, and overweight. And it turns out that this chair here is as low as possible, and it also rises very high. So, again, the highest point, when we do the reviews together, is 135 centimeters from the floor.
That's when it's reclined.
Yes, so that's when, well...
It's a comfortable position.
Absolutely, it's perfect for working on the feet.
And with all this elevation, the unique thing is that it won't wobble. So the specialist can be sure that it will support any clients or guests' weight in the studio and won't tip over in any way.
Well, that's actually an important point, really, about the lowest point. That's really important because honestly, there are elderly women, there are people who are overweight, and sometimes they're not very tall too. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And honestly, we did use a little step stool, you know, so that no...
If we're selling steps for chairs and ways to climb up, then it's really a real problem. And the thing is, many mechanisms physically can't position the motor low because you need leverage. And this design gives the advantage of allowing the chair to go as low as possible.
Am I right, Sergei Vladimirovich? Yes, they can build such a mechanism, but it must be done exactly as we did, so it doesn't wobble.
But you know what I want to say? I feel like you were just talking here in your own kind of manly, professional language. Now, just a little bit to the camera, just for the girls, for us, I'll say that everything is great, they figured everything out, but in our simple language, it will go down very low so you can seat your client comfortably, and it will rise high enough so your back won't hurt later. These are the most important things. By the way, you smart folks should put that on the website and in the instructions.
In the description under the video.
As they say, of course. So friends, we are now in the most important and most interesting place for us. This is the final assembly area where all these parts are put together to make it the final finished version of the chair, which, as I understand it, is probably even my chair, right, Vit?
Yes, it is.
Most likely, yes. My chair where they're assembling it, and now we can see it fully put together. I wonder, can I already... Yes, do something with it. So listen, I've actually never had a chair like this before. Well, you know, such a fancy one. I'm not afraid to say it, so I know what this is for. I lifted the main lever. Yes. So how does all this work? I know there are, 12 positions here, right?
Well, first of all, let's start with the fact that besides being able to raise it, you can also, yes, this chair can be tilted back like this. And accordingly, you can lower it here as well. Yes, like this.
This is a convenient feature, yes?
Now this leg folds down.
And I can use it in any position, however I like?
Yes, as a support. You can do it this way or that way. Now it has two levers. One, the first lever, it extends.
The first one, all the way, yes.
Yes, that is.
This is for long legs, am I right?
The second lever extends this part.
Uh-huh.
They slide in just like this. They snap in place like that.
And over there the same way, yes?
Everything snaps into place. I haven't mentioned yet that when you're sitting in this position, the seat lowers and you get support under your calf. It rests under your calf. Yes, there's a footrest. Your leg isn't hanging in the air. So it's not like just your heel is sticking out.
I'll translate it into our language now. Basically, when it comes to some kind of decorative coating, the same thing happens, and when the client puts their foot down, they keep slipping off. So they just slide off and don't know how to hold on in this position. I've already learned, so they stick it in here like this. I'll explain now. Even with a little ribbon like this, they still roll out. But this particular option, I think, will give us more of an anatomical fit.
Possibility. So as the foot moves, it moves comfortably as well.
Yeah.
There's also this little tab here. For some procedures, this position isn't necessary.
Oh, and we can lock it in place, I see.
And you can set this little tab here.
And
So accordingly, it won't roll off anymore.
we can also move the armrests.
You can move them and you can take them off, just like that. Just like that. One move and that's it. It's off. You can place it here when it's on the floor.
A bit here, got it. There's something there.
What's important about these new chairs? This mount here, it's a transport mount. So when we prepare it for delivery, we tighten it and it securely locks the rotation. First of all, the swivel is like a bearing that you could use for a massage if you took it apart. In other words, it doesn't have any play.
Everyone has it.
As a rule, pedicure chairs have a hole where a pin is inserted and it rotates there. We have this kind of powerful bearing, so this system isn't exactly cheap. And we also have this kind of regulator. It's important because people kept complaining, asking us to improve it. So now we have something like a braking system here. So depending on how much tension you use, well, not exactly.
It actually turns out to be a braking system.
A disc. So you can spin it like this, or you can tighten it a little more, and it'll turn with more resistance.
Oh, so you can adjust how smoothly it moves, right? Yes.
You adjust the resistance to how you like it, and that's it.
And how many motors are there here?
There are 3 motors here because there are no motors for the legs. That's it. It won't go any further.
Yes.
There are 3 motors here, plus on the legs, of course, there aren't that many motors here. This is the inflatable lumbar support right here.
Uh-huh.
You can see it right away.
We sometimes joke that it's to check the client's blood pressure.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I inflated the back support. There's also a support for the client's back. There's another important function here that technicians often ask about. It's the chair's rolling feature.
Really?
Yep.
That's exactly what I was about to ask. I was wondering, how does this giant thing even... No.
Here, yeah, there's this little thing here.
Inside there?
In the middle.
I see, yes, so it's not that...
That there are 2 wheels in front, 2 wheels, yes.
Well, at least you can move it.
So you just lift it like this here, and now the weight is set here, so you can carefully roll it like this.
I want to point out the chair is 100 kilograms, so anyone can roll it by lifting it.
Well, so it's centered.
It's even easy to clean under it.
Or I just wanted to say, why do I need this? Well, many people will say, why would I move it? I just wouldn't. But when it comes to cleaning, that's a different story. No.
I want to tell you that many specialists, when they plan their office, especially if it's a medically licensed treatment room, often ask for it to be movable.
And this, what's it called? The key or lever, where do you get it?
It's included in the set.
Oh, really?
Well, if you order the rolling option, it's included in the set, so it's in the remote control. So you press it, and this chair, it all folds up.
Awesome. Because usually, you sit like this and, oh, just a second, hold on.
Now I awkward pause with the client.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this function actually allows you press the button, we lowered it just a little now, right? So if your chair is in use.
It only takes a second. Say you've moved them over.
When folded, it takes about a minute for you, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not about saving. It's just really about that silly moment when you're just standing there pressing and waiting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's actually a really cool thing.
And I also found out that every chair goes through a very thorough inspection before it goes to its new owner. And I also want to draw your attention to the fact that there's a special QR code right here. If you point your camera at it, you'll find all the necessary information, including the warranty card. Listen, so this means my chair will arrive like this. This will be the packaging. Yes, I want to check right away that it's securely fastened. That's it.
There's absolutely nothing here at all.
I'm worried it might be loose inside or that they'll bring me a disassembled kit.
If you receive it and something is damaged somewhere, each chair is insured. We settle everything with the insurance company.
Oh, well, listen, that's just great news because honestly, that's my real fear. I mean, like they sent something didn't make it, something got turned over in the car, and having insurance really, well, it honestly makes me feel a lot more at ease. Well,
Carefully check the box you receive.
The integrity of the box.
yes, I know. I heard that if I suddenly see that the box is damaged, I can just record a video of myself unpacking it. And if, for example, something is wrong, that will be proof. Is that correct? That's right.
Yes, if you notice, the frame is assembled here. The chair is secured as much as possible.
So that's great. And plus, there's also the crate. Am I right?
That's absolutely right, yes.
So everything is reliably insured, everything is protected, and it will be delivered safe and sound. So Stas Sergeyevich, thank you very much for inviting me here and showing me everything. Now I know for sure that everything here is reliable, safe, and high quality.
And when you contact Provzikup, you can be sure that we will select quality equipment for you.
And we will manufacture it and take responsibility for the quality.